State University Long Beach commencement ceremony for the College of Liberal Arts, celebrating graduates from both classes of 2020 and 2021. Please look for your graduate on the stadium scoreboards as they process in from the right field tunnel. Families and friends of our CSULB graduates, welcome to the California State University Long Beach Commencement Ceremony for the College of Liberal Arts, celebrating graduates from both the classes of 2020 and 2021. We are so glad we can all be here. Our thanks go out to Angel Stadium, their staff, and the City of Anaheim for their support. Please look for your graduate as they emerge from the right field tunnel and walk towards the graduate platforms. Our ceremony will begin in 45 minutes. Graduates and guests, our ceremony will begin in 30 minutes. Please find your seats at this time, and remember to watch for your graduate crossing the platform on the scoreboard screens. For the faculty members and students taking part in the procession and spoken program, please make your way now to the trophy case at the home plate entrance. Again, faculty members and students taking part in the college procession, please go to the home plate gate trophy case now. Graduates and guests, our ceremony will begin in 10 minutes. Please find your seats at this time. Graduates and guests, our ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. Everyone, please take your seats at this time. Please stand for our national anthem. Please be seated. Graduates and guests, joining us today to recognize and honor our history-making graduating classes of 2020 and 2021 are distinguished guests and leaders from our college and university. Andy Fee, Director of Athletics. Min Yao, Vice President, Information Technology. Beth Lesson, Vice President, Student Affairs. Scott Appel, Vice President, Administration and Finance. Michelle Cheska, Vice President, University Relations and Development. Neil Schnorr, Chief of Staff, Office of the President. Kurt Brower, President, CSULB Alumni Council. Omar Prudencio Gonzalez, President, CEO of Associated Students. Deborah Thien, Associate Dean. Dan O'Connor, Associate Dean. Wendafong, California State University Trustee. Latifah Simon, California State University Trustee. David Wallace, Dean. Jane Close Conley, President, California State University, Long Beach. Graduates and guests, please welcome Dean David Wallace.
President Conley, honored guests, members of the faculty, relatives and friends of the graduates, class of 2020. and class of 2021. As Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, I want to welcome you to the 71st Annual Commencement Celebration of the California State University, Long Beach. Graduates, this is one of the most important days of your lives, for it signifies your well-deserved achievements, opens the door to a new future and a new adventure. As we begin our graduation ceremony today, we acknowledge the spiritual connection with the Tongva, Gabrieleño, and Ahachiman-Huayeño nations as the original stewards and caretakers of this land. We thank them for protecting the place where we meet today. Our university is known as Cal State Long Beach, CSULB, Long Beach State, The Beach, and as Cal State Pavungna. Pavungna is often translated as the gathering place. As we gather today, we acknowledge that we are a part of a continuum of gatherings at sacred sites of reflection, learning, and celebration. Our particular reason for gathering today is to celebrate each of you, our graduating students, because you have earned your degrees in the excellent departments in the College of Liberal Arts. You have earned your degree in the liberal arts tradition that values critical thinking, diverse perspectives, clear oral and written communication, strong research skills in the methods so important to the humanities and social sciences, and thinking skills that will enable you to see through alternative facts and fake news. We have trained you well, and we believe that you will use your degrees to make our society better, and we welcome you as the new ambassadors of the liberal arts education. Now, as befits the gravity of this situation, I invite all of our graduates now to take out your cell phone to pose for your official commencement selfies. We're gonna do two. First, I wanna ask all of the graduates to stand. I'm gonna take the first one here from the platform, and I think it's gonna have to be a panorama, so hang with me. I'll send you all your close-ups later. And now I invite you to take your up-close selfie. So grab a friend, strike your best pose, and get a picture to commemorate this day. All right, now let's pose our pictures and blow up Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Hashtag CSULBCLA, because this is the day that you graduate from the California State University, Long Beach. You can be seated now. We call those pictures you just took selfies, and they're appropriate today because this is a day to celebrate your achievements. However, none of you got here on your own today. You all had support from family, friends, and teachers. So I challenge you by the end of this day to use that selfie you just took to thank someone who helped you get here today. Post it, tweet it, snap it, print it out old school and send it in a card to your favorite aunt who couldn't be here today. But share this day. Share this achievement with someone who helped you to get here. And now that you have your cell phones out, it would be a good time to turn them off and leave them off for the remainder of the ceremony. We also ask that you respect the university tradition and your fellow graduates by remaining in your seats for the entire ceremony. Now I am pleased to share a video with the families of our graduates who are in attendance today. Our graduates know what a special, transformative place CSULB is, and this video captures the spirit of the determination, creativity, possibility, and service that permeate the beach and have inspired the dreams of graduates for over 70 years. Celebrating CSULB, more than a university. It is my privilege today to introduce our president. Jane Close Conley is author, editor, or co-editor of 21 books. She has also published over 100 articles, book chapters, and research reports. Clearly, she is a very serious scholar. However, believe it or not, her enviable scholarly record is not what impresses me the most about her. Almost from the moment she first stepped onto our campus about 7 years ago, she has engaged our campus and our community with seemingly boundless energy. She meets regularly with community members, lobbies for us in Sacramento, meets with student leaders, and talks with faculty about their research, and I bet she could throw a pitch from that mound and get it over home plate. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce the 7th president of the California State University of Long Beach, Dr. Jane Close Conley.
Thank you, Dean Wallace. I actually once tried to do that. It wasn't pretty, but I appreciate all the kind words. I hope you know I have deep admiration for our 2020 grads, whose academic lives were changed in a course of just a few days last spring, and for our 2021 grads, who have not seen each other for over 14 months, and yet have accomplished what may have seemed impossible just a year ago. You have tenaciously held on to your dreams. I also admire your family, friends, faculty, and staff who have sacrificed and supported your success. Let me give them my own round of applause, please, and join me if you'd like. Graduation speeches often give new grads some important life advice and encourage them to change the world. However, for right now, I urge you to take a breath and join me in a few moments of reflection. Look around at this unique and wonderful venue and all who have gathered around you. Think how you will see it as so much more than just a ballpark for the rest of your lives. Look to your friends, classmates, and family. I know you feel their love and support. Yes, you earned your degrees, but nobody does that alone. Drink in this moment of personal accomplishment and shared effort. Try to fix this feeling in your brain and your neural connections so you can go back to it whenever you want or need. You may close your eyes for just a second and create a picture and a feeling of you accomplishing something challenging and wonderful, like a college degree, which you've done. Something perhaps you might have at least occasionally doubted was possible. I hope you can just sit there with these feelings for a few minutes and feel the love that others have for you and the love you have for them. Feel love and kindness toward yourselves. Know you are unique and lovable. Let it truly sink in that there are no other yous in the universe. Few things are more profound or amazing to me. I hope you can etch in your hearts these feelings about your strengths, your bounce backs, and the power of relationships and community. Take a moment to savor these events now so you can recall them each time you confront self-doubt or external challenges in the future. And perhaps vow today not to take the good for granted or to fixate on the bad. Celebrate every good thing and learn from mistakes or difficulties. I hope you, like me, will remember this ceremony, the feelings, the faces, as a milestone in our journey to our next normal. I'm not sure how we'll be changed by our pandemic experiences, but I do know that I am grateful that I had the beach students, faculty, staff, administrators, alumni, and other community partners with me on this trip. I am grateful that I had all of you. You didn't take your eyes off your aspirations, you persevered, and instead of being victims of circumstances, you all did something rare and wonderful. So university graduates, wow, now what? Well, there's a lot going on in all sectors of our world. The economy is predicted to roar back for those with college degrees, so check, you got that covered. I'll be excited to hear about your next professional and educational adventures. I'm sure you're already fired up to save our planet, reform our criminal justice system, eliminate poverty, dismantle systemic racism, and remove all the disparities from our health and educational systems. While I'm not sure what you'll do after you finished all that, I know it will be important, worth your expertise, and I know it will serve the public good. So to all members of our beach family, here, near, and far away, take care of yourselves, stay connected. Go Beach 2020, go Beach 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, President Conley. It is my honor today to acknowledge the contributions of Ray and Barbara Alpert to the university and to the Long Beach community. But first, a little background. Ray and Barbara met on a blind date and were married in 1953. They were together for 61 years until Ray's passing in 2014, and Barbara followed in 2019. In 1963, Ray and Barbara moved to Long Beach and opened a second location of Alpert and Alpert Iron and Metal Incorporated, a company started by Ray's father and uncle. The Alperts were generous philanthropists and humanitarians. Among their many contributions were the naming of the Alpert Jewish Community Center and their endowment of the Ray and Barbara Alpert Chair in Jewish Studies at CSULB. I mention these two of their many gifts because they created the basis for countless events that bring together university personnel and local and regional Jewish committee members. The Alperts also supported other important groups like the California Conference for Equity and Justice, a group that named them Humanitarians of the Year for 1998. I could mention many other accomplishments and contributions, but what impressed me most about Ray and Barbara was the grace and charm with which they engaged all. I remember fondly sitting beside Ray on a harbor tour as he explained the challenges of global shipping to me, as well as sitting many times with Barbara during events at President Conley's home and hearing about her family and laughing with her about some neighborhood adventure. Today, we honor Ray and Barbara's many contributions to the university and to the Long Beach community, as well as paying tribute to the beautiful spirit with which they lived and interacted with others by posthumously conferring upon Ray and Barbara Alpert the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. It is also my honor today to acknowledge the accomplishments and contributions of Mario Giannini. Mr. Giannini is an alum of the California State System. He received a Master's of Law degree from the University of Virginia and a Juris Doctorate from Boston College. He is the Chief Executive Officer of the investment firm Hamilton Lane, which supervises investments totaling over $500 billion. He's responsible for the firm's strategic direction and oversees the development of the firm's management, structure, and process. Several years ago, Mr. Giannini made a transformational gift to the campus by founding the Clorinda Donato Center for Global Romance Languages and Translation Studies. Funded by Mr. Giannini's generous gift, the Donato Center has been instrumental in bringing cutting-edge approaches to translation studies to our campus, including supporting the development of a minor in translation studies that helps CSULB students use their language skills to find careers in the fast-growing language service provider job sector. Today, we honor Mario Giannini's illustrious career and his visionary gift to CSULB by conferring upon him the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. And now I would like to invite Kurt Brower, the president of the CSU Alumni Council. He'll make a few remarks on behalf of the Alumni Association. He received his Master of Public Administration from Long Beach State in 2000, and he is the proud parent of a President's Scholar alum from the class of 2015. Kurt has been with the City of Newport for over 30 years and currently serves as senior buyer for the city, supervising the central warehouse, in addition to procuring goods and services for all 13 departments through the Orange County Municipal Government. Please join me in welcoming him.
Thank you, Dean Wallace. It is truly an honor to be here today. As a Beach alumnus and an alumni parent, I have a sense of what it took for all of you to get here today. And I want you to know how much I admire you and your families. What you have accomplished is nothing short of extraordinary. Your time at the beach has shaped your future in more ways than you could have ever imagined. And you don't have to leave that behind just because you're leaving campus. Graduates, as you receive your degree today, you become part of a truly impressive group, the CSULB alumni family, which is more than 350,000 strong. You now will follow in the footsteps of many alumni who have built our communities through their hard work, talent, and service. On behalf of CSULB alumni, I offer you my sincere congratulations and encourage you to stay connected with the Beach community throughout your life. Thank you, and go Beach.
Thank you, Kurt. We pause now to remember 3 students who we lost in the last year. Jacqueline Dang is better known as Jackie. She was Miss Vietnam, Miss International, and Miss Humanitarian. She was family-oriented, and everyone knew especially how much she loved her mom and her dad. She was proud of her accomplishments, including directing a dance, her involvement in theater, and her placement on the Dean's List. In addition, she was awarded the President's Volunteer Service Award. Her energy was contagious and genuine, and she was an angel who could brighten up any room she walked into. Isabella Kress was known and loved by many people from many different walks of life, including sports, music, dance, education, hospitality, and her beloved culinary arts. Izzy loved life and lived it to the fullest in her short 22 years on Earth. She was bright, passionate, fierce, funny, loving, and giving. She was all that a parent, sibling, or friend could ever ask for. Chelsea Smith was one of the founding tutors at the University Writing Center. She was smart and experienced, but also kind, thoughtful, and a steadying presence in the whirlwind of the busy center. Chelsea was well-liked and respected by her colleagues and faculty alike, and could be counted on to represent the Writing Center in the best, most professional manner at all times. Chelsea was the go-to person for special projects like writing workshops and presentations. She was also an emerging Writing Center scholar and presented her work at regional conferences. Her wisdom and her leadership will be missed. And now I would like to introduce Trustee Wendafong. Wenda began her 40-plus year career in television as the producer and host of her own live talk show series in Los Angeles. She is the producer and director of music and variety specials, award shows, reality specials, sitcoms, talk shows, documentaries, and live events. She holds the dual distinction as being the first person of color and the only woman to have produced the Emmy Awards. Among her community service efforts, Wenda is co-founder and chairperson emeritus of CAPE, the Coalition of Asian Pacifics in Entertainment, which began in 1991 and is the largest, longest-running, and most influential organization for Asian American Pacific Islanders in the entertainment industry. Please join me in welcoming Trustee Wong.
Good evening and welcome, class of 2020. Good evening and welcome, class of 2021. Welcome to the faculty and staff, family and friends, and most importantly, student graduates. Graduates, it is because of you that all of us are here. I am truly honored and thrilled to be here today on behalf of the California State University Board of Trustees to congratulate the classes of 2020 and 2021 on your remarkable graduation. You have persevered to be here today, and the entire board and Chancellor Castro share our best wishes with all of you as you celebrate your commencement. You are now joining a distinct and elite group, the California State University class of 4 million. There are now 4 million living alumni of the California State University system. 1 in every 20 Americans with a degree earned it at a California State University, and almost 10% of the 4 million CSU graduates are Beach grads. It is amazing to note, in addition, that 1 in 10 employees in California is a CSU graduate. And the CSU Alumni Network is larger than the population of 23 states. You are the part of the force for good, an incredible force changing the world. It has been remarked, I don't know what the question is, but the CSU is the answer. Put another way, each and every one of you are the answer. You have given in many ways, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. You have persisted despite difficulties and challenges unimaginable to all of us. Yet, you are here today. You are the answer to the questions, discoveries, and challenges of tomorrow and well into the future. Your success in getting here today demonstrates not just that you are worthy of the degree, but you are capable of carrying the mantle of leadership and responsibility to tackle those challenges. And I, for one, am confident that with your CSU degree under your belt, you are best positioned to lead us. So congratulations, class of 2020 and class of 2021. We are so proud of you. And remember, on your journey ahead, wherever it may lead, that you are never alone and you will forever be a part and belong to the CSU family. Congratulations!
Thank you, Trustee Wong. And now it is my pleasure to introduce ASI President Omar Prudencio Gonzalez. Omar is a graduating senior in political science and sociology who started his Long Beach journey in the summer of 2017 and quickly became heavily involved on campus. The son of immigrants from Mexico and El Salvador, Omar was born and raised in Los Angeles, and remembering his family roots, he set the goal to become the first in his family to receive a college degree. He was selected as the outstanding graduating senior for the Department of Political Science and will be graduating with honors. Please welcome Omar Prudencio Gonzalez.
Well, hello, 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 Long Beach State family. How we doing? How we doing? Before I begin, though, I do have an important question. How does it feel to be live in person from Angel Stadium? We could do a little better than that, but thank you, Dean Wallace, for the introduction, my fellow graduates, and to the amazing classes of 2020 and 2021. We are here. We did it. As I look out to the stadium of graduating candidates, I can't help but feel overwhelmed with joy as I join you today. Congratulations on such a life-changing accomplishment. From the buzzing sounds of laughter and skateboards and squirrels around campus, to the athletic games in the pyramid, or to the study nights on the 5th floor of the library where we all know not much studying got done, or to drinks at Booze at the Nugget or on 2nd Street. And for those of you wondering, yes, you finally fixed the student union escalators after all of this time. These shared moments are what make up our vibrant and irreplaceable home at the beach. We never expected that March 2020 would be the last time we would see each other. It's no secret that our student body endured a lot this year. The impacts of this global pandemic were monumental. It's taken the lives of far too many, and some of whom we wish that were celebrating with us today. We abruptly left our classes, our friends, and our beach community without knowing when we would return, not knowing that there would be so much to deal with. We endured the pain of seeing many of our loved ones in marginalized communities targeted due to racial inequities. Our Black, Brown, Asian American, and Pacific Islander communities endured a rise in hate crimes due to systemic racism and xenophobia. Our international and AB 540 undocumented scholars were used as a political bargaining chip by those in power, and still, unfortunately, find themselves uneasy about their futures. Well, let today, this very moment, demonstrate to folks that here, there is absolutely no room for hate, not now and not ever. As a beach family, we remain committed to removing barriers and stand in solidarity with you. We bear witness to our democratic institutions of government come under attack. Yet, we prospered and find ourselves at the epicenter of history and must challenge ourselves to bind the wounds of the many wounds that have been inflicted on our communities. During our time at the beach, we lost many notable icons such as John Lewis, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Chadwick Boseman, Nipsey Hussle, and Kobe Bryant. All giants that left a lasting impact and are examples of how we can use our passions to overcome barriers, to give back and make the world a fair, just, and better place. Today, we celebrate the commencement of a new chapter in our lives that for many of us may have seemed out of reach. Among the graduates today, many of us are first generation. Where are my first gens at? As first gens, you're not only tasked with, being the first to get a degree, but you play many roles in our lives. We're sons and daughters, siblings, sometimes even parents working 2, sometimes 3 jobs, all while trying to navigate this new journey. See, as first gens, we don't like to ask for help. We like to figure things out on our own because the world around us makes us feel like we have to. We're part of a system that wasn't built for us. But your presence here today is sending a clear and bold message that no one can tear us down. Savor this moment. But as you take it in, let's not forget about the folks who helped us get here. A quick shout out to the staff, faculty, administrators, and community members that helped us throughout the years to get us here today. To the many friends and family and loved ones of the graduates that are joining us, whether you're here with us in person or virtually, this is your day too, and thank you. And a personal thank you to my mentors, best friends, and family. As a Latino from South Central Los Angeles, that's right, who had to translate his own parent-teacher conferences and nearly got kicked out of the university my first year, I'm the proud son of immigrants from Mexico and El Salvador, the proud son of a gardener who came to this country with a simple dream. Mamá y papá, muchísimas gracias por todo. Espero que los haya hecho orgullosos. Mis triunfos son por y para ustedes. Los amo mucho y la lucha sigue. To my little sister, I love you. There's a unique strength and beauty among the diversity of this graduating class. Our collective experiences have genuinely made us more stronger and resilient. For a while, like many of you, I felt an urge to find the answers to many of the problems that we're facing with right now, especially with it being such a scary time for the folks that we love. But as I look out to the stadium and I see the light in your eyes, I know that I'm not alone, and that I don't need to have all of the answers, because we are the driving forces that are going to be and bring about the much necessary change that we wish to see in the world. In a world filled with conflict and uncertainty, let's empower each other to be courageous in our convictions to make this world a better place. Let's give each other a chance to engage each other, to listen to each other, to embrace and to love each other, especially in times when we disagree. Let's demonstrate to folks that here at Long Beach State, we don't fight with each other, but we fight for each other. The classes of 2020 and 2021, you mobilized, you marched, you voted, you inspired and left a long-lasting impact for generations to come. One of my personal heroes that I had the honor to meet, Congressman John Lewis, paved the way for many of us to be standing here today in this lifelong fight to advance civil rights. He always spoke about the importance of it being okay to get in trouble, good trouble, necessary trouble, especially when we see something wrong, and to importantly, never let anyone, any person, or any force dampen, dim, or diminish your light. My fellow classmates, you all have a radiance and beauty that makes this world a better place. Never lose that. Although we may not physically be on our campus, today is our much-awaited homecoming. Every tear, every drop of sweat, every all-nighter, and every moment that made you want to give up and just throw it all away is now the cologne of your success. This is your day. We walked in as candidates and will finally walk out as graduates of a long-lasting Beach family. I will forever remain eternally grateful for allowing me to serve as your ASI president and CEO. It's been a true honor and privilege. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you. Congratulations. Go Beach. We did it.
Good evening. I'm Deborah Thien, Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, and like our last distinguished speaker, I too am a first-generation to college student. What a thrill it is to celebrate with you tonight, and a shout out to all the family and friends who are joining us from afar. It is my great pleasure to announce the 2020 and 2021 Masters Award winners. Please join me in congratulating the 2020 Best Master's Thesis winners, Carrie Spector, Linguistics, and Dean Bruce, Philosophy, and the 2021 Best Master's Thesis winners, Andrew Siwabesi, Geography, and Jacob Moran, Communication Studies. Would the winners please stand and be recognized for your excellence? Thank you, and you may be seated. We would now like to recognize the 2020 Dean's List of graduating masters, university scholars, and artists. Please join me in congratulating the following students: Acacia Odell, Anthropology; Chloe Bell Wilson, History; Bethany Lycan, Linguistics; Danny Schultz, Psychology; Elaine Chen, German; and Emily Christina Coda, Italian. Would the winners please stand and be recognized? Thank you, and you may be seated. Please join me in also congratulating the 2021 Dean's List of graduating masters, university scholars, and artists. The winners are Stevie Marino, Anthropology; Danielle Broadway, English; Ezra Eldam, Linguistics; Caitlin Mace, Philosophy; Natalie Martz, German; and Araceli Aragon Castillo, Spanish. Would the winners please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Once again, we would like to congratulate our amazing award winners on their remarkable, distinguished, spectacular achievements. Go Beach!
Good evening. I'm Dan O'Connor, Associate Dean in the College of Liberal Arts, and it is my pleasure to announce the 2020 and 2021 Outstanding Graduate Awards. We are honored to recognize our 2020 Outstanding Graduates for the College of Liberal Arts: Megan Honey from the Department of Environmental Science and Policy, and Lisbeth Castillo Monterrosa from the Department of International Studies. Would Megan and Lisbeth please stand to be recognized, and would the audience please join me in congratulating them? Congratulations, and you may be seated. We are honored to recognize the 2021 Outstanding Graduates for the College of Liberal Arts. Please join me in congratulating Alondra Ulloa, Department of Anthropology; Adriana Ochoa, Department of Sociology, and Joshua Acosta, Department of History. Will you please rise and be recognized? Thank you, and you may be seated. Please join me once again in congratulating our graduate award winners.
Will all of the candidates for the 2020 Master of Arts or Master of Fine Arts degrees please stand and remain standing? President Conley, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts to receive their degrees.
The Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs has recommended you to me, and your Dean and your distinguished faculty have recommended you to me. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all requirements the appropriate master's degree with all the rights and privileges thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for the 2020 Bachelor of Arts degrees please stand and remain standing? President Conley, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts to receive their degrees.
The Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs has recommended you to me, as has your Dean and your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all requirements the appropriate bachelor's degree with all the rights and privileges thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Will all the candidates for the 2021 Masters of Fine Arts or Master of Arts degrees please stand and remain standing? President Conley, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts to receive their degrees.
The Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs has recommended you to me, as has your Dean and your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all requirements the appropriate master's degree with all the rights and privileges thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated.
One more time. Will all of the candidates for the 2021 Bachelor of Arts degrees please stand and remain standing? President Conley, these candidates have successfully completed all the requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts to receive their degrees.
The Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs has recommended you to me, as has your Dean and your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all requirements the appropriate bachelor's degree with all the rights and privileges thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated.
I'd like to invite all of the family and friends who've come in support of our graduates to stand today and receive a round of applause. We would not be here without your sacrifice, your support, and please accept our very grateful thanks for all you have done for our students. Thank you. You may be seated. Before we close, we have some important acknowledgments for those who made this ceremony possible. Sign language interpretation of today's ceremony was provided by Lauren Barbosa and Siri Connor from the Bob Murphy Access Center. We are also very grateful to the staff and leadership here at Angel Stadium for working with us to make this in-person celebration possible. Thank you, Angel Stadium. And we also thank the university commencement team who worked long and hard through an ever-changing landscape to make this ceremony materialize in a safe and socially distanced environment. Thank you to all of you. Will the audience please remain seated until the recessional has been completed? Thank you for being with us on this special occasion, and let the recessional begin.